Alright, it's time for me to plant my beans. Hey there, Chia Pet. I've been putting it off because I had some weird plants growing in one of my planter boxes outside, but I've determined that I think they're useless weeds. They're interesting weeds, but what I really want to plant are my beans. So last year I saved some of my beans and dried them out here. So let's gather these up. I'll save those for later. I think that'll be enough. And we'll get another bowl. Should be a little more mindful to keep my shots in the camera. We'll get some water here. Filtered water. And then this is going to be hard to do with one hand, but the idea is if you kind of crack these along the top, there's a couple of beans in each one. So what I do is I take these beans and put them in the water. Some of them are small. I wonder how viable they are. Yeah, if they float, they're probably not going to sprout. But so what I'm going to do is do that for all of these. Get them in there. Okay, we got all those extracted. There they are in the water. Let's put that there for now. Those guys can actually go in my compost. Mostly carbon at this point, and my compost is carbon poor. So with these guys getting their first light soak, let's go outside and take a look where we're going to plant these. You want to come outside and help us do some planting? You're too little, you can't come outside yet. Oh, one of the neighborhood cats that comes to hang out. How's it going, Jerry? Alright. So in a previous video, I remarked that this particular planter box, I planted peppers, but they failed to come up. I have these interesting looking weeds here. I don't know exactly what they are. They're new to me, but I'm going to take those out of there and plant beans in here because it's time. Sorry, plant. Got most of the dirt off. Oh, I left a root in. Good root structure on them. Now I need a shovel. And again, I'm going to try and do this with one hand, I guess. I had previously dug these up so they're still pretty soft, but I just want to loosen it up for the sake of our planting this time. I really need to get a head cam or something so I can do this kind of stuff with both my hands free. I think that'll do. Smooth that out a bit. Take out any extra bits of grass that were unfortunately still in that shovel from a previous job I did. Alright. So I'm going to go 2 rows. Hard to see this screen in the bright sunshine today. It's probably the sloppiest video ever. Okay, some people advocate leaving these to soak much longer. Yes, you can do that. No, I am not going to. I've planted them this way before. They work fine. So I like to plant them about an inch apart. A little bit sloppy. It doesn't matter too much. If they grow too thick, you can always thin them. Okay, there's one row. Kind of sticky when they're wet. Where am I? Come on. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I have a few left, but not too bad. Next thing I do is try and get about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of dirt over top, so I just kind of sweep them into place here. Try not to be too aggressive or they end up all over the place, which is alright, I guess. I prefer them in a bit of a line so I can see what's coming in. Let's get that out of there. Once I have them covered, I give them a gentle but firm pat down. Then you got something like that. What I will do with these remaining ones is put them in the compost. Sometimes they actually grow there. I can see some of the tailings from the broccoli I harvested earlier. I didn't film that because I needed 2 hands. Alright. Now I will give those a shot of water, but someone went and rolled up my hose for me, so I'm going to have to put that together to show you the next part. Oh, and I guess I can compost these as well. Alright, so I got this watering wand. Whoa! Lots of air in my hose. Does the shower thing. I can adjust this guy here. There we go, we've got like just a nice gentle rain. So we'll take that over here and just gently water those seeds in. Try not to let it pool too much. Otherwise you'll flood them and they'll start traveling around on you. Just get the soil all around them nice and wet. Give them a wake-up call so they decide it's time to sprout now that it's nice and hot out. I find when it's hot is the time to plant your beans. I've tried planting them earlier when it's still cool, and they often mold in the ground. So I wait until it's nice and hot. We're supposed to have like 30-degree weather the next couple of days here. I think this is the perfect time to plant them. So I'm just getting it wet, not letting it pool or turn into little rivers that'll make those seeds float around. But I just want to make sure they get a good soak, get them started. Something like that. So we'll check back in a week or two and see how they're looking.